Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel if this is the first time you're seeing me slash hearing me. And as many of y'all know, Art Fight is already coming up real soon. So for today, I wanted to create a reference sheets for a character I randomly designed for my May Print Club's print, this one right here. And in the print, I designed multiple characters based off the diamond star shape, and I fell in love with multiple of these designs, so I wanted to create ref sheets for them. But for today, I'll only be focusing on this one guy, who I decided to call Dimitri. Okay, let's get into it because this video is already way too long for just one character. Okay, so for this character, voiceover, I'm just gonna go straight off the dome because I have zero script that I will be following, because there's no way I could write a script for this. No way. This video is like 26 minutes long. So for this character, I randomly created him. Okay, I have a print club that I do random themes every month that I come up with, and for this month's theme that I already sent out, I wanted to create like multiple character designs using like a specific shape. So the shape I decided to go for, which you can kind of see in the little preview window up there, is like this diamond star shape thing. And I decided to create like clothing designs based off that shape. So for this character, I went for how I could put this diamond shape in all parts of his clothing, and in the later parts of the recording you'll be able to see the different ways that the shape shows up. And I love the way his clothes turned out, and also his face. I love a bushy eyebrow man, like but still, like the clothes, I feel like I didn't push it like really far to be like really, because it's supposed to be space theme, but I didn't really push it that far to be like, oh, it's totally out of this world. Like it's probably something that could be made. I don't know how realistic that is, but I still love how it looks because it's like really unconventional, with the half of the foot, like one half of the pants being like really short, and like the shape creating like this skirt type of thing going down to the other leg. You can kind of see in the preview window that I'm going to draw, and I really love the idea for that. Like when I came up with that, I was like, okay, kind of gaining a little bit of skill, kind of doing a little something. So I was really proud of myself for that one. Jumping into this sheet though, like this character sheet for him, I had zero clue on the different poses that I wanted to draw. So I know I wanted to show his face up close, and then also the front and back of his design, and also his weapon, because in the drawing that I did for my print club, like the weapon I did wasn't really like the actual weapon I wanted to give him. It was just like kind of an idea. I didn't want to focus on the weapon. It was mostly about the clothes, so I just put down a gray blob. But for this one, I wanted that to be like a focus, because I'm gonna put this on my art fight profiles, so I was hoping like it would make that more clear for anyone who wants to draw him during art fight, you know. So for this one, like the different poses I was going for, I noticed that the back of his clothing is actually kind of boring, but like I didn't really feel like coming up with something else, so I just, let it be. Just let it be. Just let it be. But other than that, I think the poses that I went for were like static enough to show the design, because I love dynamic poses. Okay, so if I was gonna draw this, I would have put him in a really extra pose, and you probably would have not know what was going on with his design. So I went for like the most basic standing pose, but also way to put a little extra flair on it, like kinda. So for the pose where he's like showing his back, I struggled so bad. I had to cut out so much footage of me struggling on how to draw his back, because I don't know what's happening, but I could not make a more interesting back pose where it's also like standing there but like not as stiff. But I had to give up on that. So but for the rest of the poses, they're just really basic. and then I just slap the clothes on top of it, and hopefully it makes sense. And I know for like character sheets, people put like the character's interests and stuff that they own, but I really did not think that far ahead. I only gave him a sword. Like probably later in the future I could create like little small things that give him personality other than that he uses a sword. I don't know. But that could probably be done in time for art fights, so I'm not really like stressing about that much. I just wanted the character sheet part to be done so that I could move on to other characters in the finished print that I did for my print club, because there's so many on there that I want to do character sheets for. There's this girl that I created. I'm gonna put a picture up here, like a little thing from the print, and I love her design so much. Like I already did another drawing of her in like a soldier costume that I also put up here, and I just love her design, so I want to do a character sheet for that. But I don't think I'll create another video based on that, because this one is just like, I don't know, probably kind of boring. So I'm you're gonna see it anyways, but probably not in video form. But that, for doing this one, I was so happy doing it, even though I took like a million breaks because I lose interest really fast. Something I want to get better at is being able to have a design in mind and the type of pose that I'm going for, and being able to just draw that pose off rip. Like even if it's not with the clothes on, at least like the clean line art. Because for some reason, I'm not like, I did so many versions. Like I did the rough like sketch, and then a little rougher of that, and then the line art, and then like there's too many steps, and it's taking too long, and that's not the type of thing I want. Like I just want to be able to go really fast with my art, because there's so many ideas. I have so many projects open that I'm working on, but like it's taking so long because of all these different steps that I go through in order to create one thing. So hopefully later in life, that's the next type of progress that's gonna happen, where I'm able to just draw off the rip without having to do like a million sketches in order to get it right, which means I need to work on my anatomy, and that's something I'm really slacking on right now. And as much as I love dynamic poses, if I have the perfect dynamic pose in mind and I'm not able to execute it on page, like the first, I don't know, 5 tries of like visualizing it and trying to get it on paper, then I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna give up. Like even when I go looking for references, like I'm so easy to quit on something. I have so many started projects that I just gave up on because I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. I can't do this. It's gonna piss me off, and I'm gonna start crying. So I'm gonna just go. I'll come back at a later time. A later time being months from now, probably even a year. So I, for the sake of me enjoying art still with the dynamic poses that I love to draw, anatomy really is something that I still need to go work on. But anatomy in like obscure poses where some part of a body part is hiding another part, or something like that, or like a worm eye view pose or a bird's eye view, you know what I'm saying? So for what you're seeing me do right now, which is the line art, there is really nothing special about my line art. No type of excitement that happens. It really is just like a flat line art with like sometimes the edges have like a darker line to add a little visual like difference. But I really need to, there's like this one artist on here called Accurate Panda who does such cool line art, right? Like he does really thick line art in places and then thin in others, and I feel like I need to adapt that. Like especially with my dynamic poses, there's part that is closer to the camera and the parts that are not, and I feel like I should incorporate the thicker line art in the places that hold more weight, and then in the place that don't, then the thinner line art or something like that. but my line art is usually mostly flat because sometimes I just like paint over it or color it to fit the color that's behind it so you can barely see it. But I feel like if I experiment with my line art, then that could also help with the leveling up of my art, because recently when I redesigned my persona, I discovered a way that I liked coloring. So I feel like that has helped elevate my art. So I feel like line art is the next step in order to bring it a little bit further, you know? Hair is another thing that I struggle a lot with because I've always wanted to figure out how other artists do like these really sick line art for hair with these numerous curls and it going into different places where it kind of makes sense and stuff, and I can never figure it out. So I've decided for now to like stick to the basic shape of the type of hair that I wanted, and then add the flat color and then probably a gradient to be a little bit more interesting there, and then color over it and call it a day, because I'm done with letting different aspects of art stress me out to the point where trying to figure those things out is no longer fun. So I decided to make those smaller parts of it fun in my own way, and then over time the skill to get better at the different aspects of what I'm trying to get better at would just come naturally to me, because I'm still practicing these different parts even if I don't like implement them into the finished artworks that I usually post. But like behind the scenes I have a lot of practice stuff that I do, so hopefully during me doing the actual art, then the practice will start to come out and show that yeah, I've kind of improved in this area. Also, if you hear the little banging sounds and little spikes in audio that are happening, it's because of my mic. I have no idea how to change that. It literally picks up the smallest little like sound that happens around me, and it's actually so annoying. Like I don't know what to do anymore, so I just like leave it in and hopefully it's not too annoying. But sorry if it's like actually is annoying. Re-listening to my recordings, like my voiceover for this video, is making me realize how boring I'm being. Oh my god, like I have so many fun ideas that I want to do, but I'm realizing that I don't think I'm gonna have a way to voice over them, because I'm not that comfortable with voicing over yet. Like hopefully over time I get better and be able to bring more of my personality into this voiceover. But like bro, it's actually really embarrassing listening back to all the stuff that I've already said and how like organized and professional it kind of, well, not professional, trust, but it just sounds so lackluster and so boring. But like I'm gonna just go with the flow for now, and hopefully over time I'm more comfortable with my personality coming out when I build like a community here, because bro, this is not flying. Like it sounds so bad. Oh my god. Anyways, back to the art. We're finally into the coloring stage, where you can see like on screen right now how I go about filling in flat colors. And I wish there was an easier way for me to do this, bro. Like it's actually so tedious going back and just like outlining everything. Like I know there's an easier one, Clip Studio Paint, and I'm literally paying for Clip Studio Paint, but like I did not want to boot it up right now. But using this method on Procreate is so annoying, but it's fine for now. We just like go with the punches. Cool. But you can see me coloring in the flat colors now, and the way that I go about coloring this piece is not all that complicated. Like I love layers. I love separating everything because I just love going back and fixing things. So I separate the skin tone, and then I put all the clothing on one layer, Usually back then I would separate the different type of colors for clothing, but this time I just let it be all one layer, and then I separate the gold parts and everything, so I'm able to apply the different, like, what are those called, color modes, color variation, something, onto the different parts. And my favorite part, as other artists, like most other artists, is coloring skin. It is so fun. I love putting on blush and different like colors in the skin in order to like create like the different lighting and atmosphere. Take a shot how many times I say like, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. How many times have I said like since I started this video? It's really bad. Like. I'm joking, I'm joking. But yeah, I had so much fun coloring his skin. And during this part, like I love coloring his stomach, bro. Like I love the little separation between the different areas of his stomach and his back. His back was also really fun because I was able to put in the different muscles and stuff. I feel like it looks so good, and then later on when I add in the lighting, it just put it to a different level. That was like so rewarding to see that I'm able to like get to this point. Like I feel like it's the basics of art, but like it still feels really good to me. Something I do want to push more, like I want to push my art more on, is adding texture. Like I I'm a fiend for going around and downloading texture brushes and then never using them. I have so many brushes that I've downloaded, even paid for, that I just like never use, right? There's like so many texture brushes. I'm like, oh my god, this would look so good with my art and adding texture and being unique and blah 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 blah. And then I just never do it because every time I try, it looks bad. Or I think it looks bad. And then I never want to experiment with it. But 2026, 2026 is hopefully the year that we start experimenting with texture brushes. Like I'm gonna do more finished pieces where it's just a bunch of different texture and it's not clean, and it's like more. There's just one artist on here, what's their name, Orb. Oh my god, Orb. I love Orb, love them down, and they use so many texture in their art, and I'm going to try to implement that in my art also, because I already love putting color down, like random colors down like them. So I feel like that's like another step that I wanted to implement. Like I'm doing a painting right now that has nothing to do with this. I wasn't even gonna make a video on it because it's the print for next month, and I'm gonna put like it's in a work in progress right now, like process, and I'm gonna put up the screenshot of it right now. And I'm trying to push myself in working with like colors that I would not have used for that, because I would have went for a really basic coloring, but like I've been pushing myself and I really love the direction that it's going right now, and I feel like it's really dramatic and moody, and that's something that I've never been able to do before, because every time I'm like, oh, I'm going for a moody piece, it's usually just regular skin tone, so like probably a sunlight lighting coming down, and that's it. But for this one I went for a swampy, like dramatic, predatory, going after you type of thing, and that I enjoy. I love the different colors and different tones, and the more I work on it, the more colors I'm able to add, and I can't, like, I'm like super excited to work on this piece, and that's the feeling that I've been going after. So hopefully just doing this piece will able to push me out of my comfort zone and let me experiment more with the way I go about coloring in the future. Okay, so I have a little side tangent from the actual drawing that's happening that I wanted to ask. That, in case you're still watching, thank you. I love you down. You're a real one. Please subscribe. Please, please, please. We just hit like 58 followers. Like, thank you guys. It's mostly from the shorts that I've been posting. I was gonna say reels. The shorts that I've been posting here that has allowed me to get these followers, but I'm hoping that in the future it's from my videos and people loving to watch them. Anyways, back to what I was trying to say. I have two ideas for the next video that I wanted to make, which the first one being drawing in my favorite art YouTubers art style, like different things, or drawing those same my favorite art YouTubers, but in my own style. If that makes any difference, like, you know the difference, like, that's mostly what I'm trying to debate between. And I hope for this to be like sort of engaging for you guys to help me decide on which one I should do. Like, I probably do both, but like not back to back, so I want to know which one I should do first. Another part of this drawing that I really like how it turned out, even though it's like a really small part of it, is how the sword turned out. Like, it's not on the screen yet, like, the video is not showing it yet, but when we get there, like mostly to the end, you'll see how I applied different like filters on top of it to show the metallicness of it, and it just turned out really good, and I'm so excited for that. I don't think I'd want to be a realistic artist, like an artist that draws in mostly realism, because I like the way I do skin and like hair right now. But one part that I would like to make a little bit more realistic is the way I draw and color clothes. Like, this one doesn't really show it that much because it's dark clothes and it's just basic, but there's like certain ways that I've seen artists make clothing on cartoonish characters look more realistic, and I really like that look. So that's something I feel like I should work on. And there is so many things I've stated before that I wanted to work on with my art, but I feel like I'm happy with where I am right now, even though I'm like going to continue try and improve. But with the way my art looks right now, I feel like it's in a good place where I'm able to start selling commissions and also adoptables, even though I don't know how to do that. Like, I know there's an app, not an app, a website called Toy House, but I don't know how that works. And VGen is hard to get a code on and blah blah blah. It's like so many things. But I have a website. I have a website where I'm going to open like personal commissions on there, that it's like easier for me and like people who want to support me. But just based on where my art is right now, I feel like it's in a good place where I could sell like different designs that I randomly come up with and feel confident enough in selling and not feel like I'm ripping off people, which is a really exciting thought, because now I'm able to get my art out there and into the hands of people who want to continue to support me, apart from the print club that I'm doing, because that's like one print a month, but like people can get personalized things from me. I just need to create like a sheet based on all the stuff that I will offer, and then the type of price that would come with that. Anyways, we're nearing the end of the speed paint soon, and I'm realizing that I could be so much more entertaining with this, because it's just like it's it's basically like a podcast at this point. But it's like 26 minutes, and there's like zero need for this one design to be a 26-minute long video. So I feel like there's more ways for me to create more designs and create shorter form videos where it's like an interesting watch all the way through. So I feel like that's something I'll work on for my next video. So I hope this video isn't so boring that you will never come back to my channel and hate me for life. So please look out for my next video, and I'm hoping it will be much more interesting than this one. And that is all I have for you today. It was so much fun creating this character, and I hope to be able to put more character designs in my next video and not make a long ass video just for one character. But it was so much fun, and I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you for supporting me. Bye!